So this is my first time going live on YouTube. So bear with me, okay, y'all? Bear with me. All right. Bear with me, y'all. This is my first time going live on YouTube or going live at all on my podcast. So everything might not look okay right now, but I promise you the next time it will, okay? Oh boy. So I'm just gonna wait for some people to come in and then we're gonna start. Just waiting for some people to come in, y'all. I'm just gonna start. Y'all gonna catch up with it. So my name is Selena Charles. I am coming to you all today to bring a few things to your attention and let you all know what's going on in the Black community, um, and just bring some awareness. So again, you are tuning in to Purpose for the People, Unapologetically Black Forever podcast. I'm a national civil rights activist. I go all across the world standing in solidarity with families who have lost their loved ones due to police brutality, white supremacy, racism, and who also encounter injustices in the courtroom. Many of time families reach out to me whenever they don't have any other outlets to actually help them seek justice or get the justice that they deserve. I am also a first cousin of a young man by the name of Kawan Charles. He was 15 years old when he was murdered out in Laurelville, Louisiana. My family is still fighting for justice as well. The court date keeps getting pushed back. Um, I have three cameras in my face right now, y'all, so bear with me looking here and there. But before I start, I want to bring attention to two businesses out in Franklin, Louisiana. Half pint, half pint for her name is Katrina Stewart. If you're ever looking for any designs in Franklin, Louisiana. Um, let's see what else I got. Um, Also, JNS Dream Out Loud Creations LLC with Demetra Faye Payton. She also left a telephone number 337-940-3407. And Champion Auto RV and Marine Detailing, Alvin Cook. He left a phone number as well, 337-420-4783 in Franklin, Louisiana. Um, I I don't have any updates on Cheryl Turner's case. I know that the family is working on getting the balloon release together, and they do have a GoFundMe account out. You could actually visit the sister Sherry Turner's page to get more of that information. Also, there's a fundraiser for Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker Sunday, March 10th at 975 West Northside Drive, Jackson, Mississippi, from 2 to 5 p.m. At the Youth Outreach Multi-Purpose Center, sponsored by Priscilla Williams Teal. And also, Ronald Green case, his trial is set for Officer York on September the 23rd. The pretrial is September the 20th. Um, Officer Harpin is set for October the 28th, pretrial October the 25th, 2024. And also want to keep Ella Goody family in your prayers. On March 9th, it will make 2 years that this young lady has been missing and have yet to be found. Um, so her kids are actually still, her kids and her family is actually in the loop of wondering where Ella Goody is. So keep her in your prayers. Miss Katie Goody, if you're watching this or if you happen to come across this video, I want you to know that I've never forgotten about your family. I stand with your family, and Ella is always in my heart and prayers. Um, so, y'all, that's all the announcements because I don't want to wait till the end to give those announcements and forget about it. I want to make sure that that gets out first. Um, Now, I want to talk about a few things. I know a lot of people that's on my page, they don't really know me. They don't really know what I do. They don't really know who I am. And then there's a lot of people on my page that know me and experience the things that, experience certain things out in the world um, with other activists. And I had made a promise to certain people that follow me that I would touch on these subjects about why I kind of slacked up on showing up for different families. Um, so I want to bring attention and awareness to that tonight because I had actually been like kind of just quiet about it because like most people they'll tell you like if you tell them that what's going on with you, you'll like kind of like if it's dealing with a certain individual, they'll tell you to just don't worry about it, be quiet, but you're carrying it in your heart, like like you feel bad about a person treating you a certain way, but you stay quiet about it, like you don't tell nobody about it or whatever. Well, a while ago, whenever Jalen Randall case was up and surfacing, and I was working with his family, I was planning to do a another protest, and I had spoke with Markwell Bridges, who is the founder of Building Bridges out of Mississippi, and Markwell and I had spoke on the phone, and I asked him if he wanted to be a part of the protest, and he told me yes. And I also asked him if it was okay for me to put his logo on the flyer, and he said yes. Well, push came to shove. Myself and Jalen's mom got on the phone with Marquel. We was supposed to be talking about what we were going to do for the protest, and literally this man literally act as if he didn't know what I was talking about. And it triggered me because not only did I have a mother on the phone who lost her son, but now I got an activist who I had looked so highly upon uh trying to make me out to be a liar. So I had passed a few words with him because I was really upset. And I literally just like literally forgot that the mother was on the phone. So Marquel tried to make it like as if I didn't I didn't talk to him about the event. I didn't talk to him about putting his logo on a flyer. And so when the time came, as far as in having a protest, maybe a week or so later, I get a phone call from the mother of Jalen, and she was like, she wanted to postpone the protest. So I was like, okay, well, fine, no problem. I didn't know why she wanted to postpone or whatever, but all of a sudden I just noticed that, she started becoming more affiliated with Black Lives Matter and Marquel them. Um, at the time of my life, I had literally just bought a new 18 wheeler. So, like, I was like, okay, it is what it is. I still was supporting the family and I still support the family. But me, the type of individual I am, if I feel like I'm being betrayed or just mishandled, I do tend to step back. I tend to not deal with people on certain levels. Um, for one, I've been to the penitentiary before. Um, Years ago, I used to have a bad temper. I used to handle things a different way, and I promise you, it wasn't a way to be nice to people. So I don't want to bring myself back there. So that was another reason why I refrained from showing up at certain places. And then another thing, like for other families that like call out on me for support, or if I'm bringing attention to your loved one case, don't talk to me crazy or feel like I owe you something, because I'm doing this from my heart, from my time. Nobody's paying me to do this. I do this from, my heart. So, there was a young lady, my grandmother was going through something at the time and I couldn't show up for her. So I told her that. Well, Marquel happened to end up calling me and he said that on the live I needed to talk. He told me that they did a live, and on the live one of the parents ended up saying something about me, and he didn't like how they said something about me and that I needed to address it. And I just I never spoke with the mother after that. Like I literally just let her alone and let her be, because my thing is, if you can't consider the fact that I'm telling you that my loved one has literally was being neglected in a nursing home, and this lady is the lady that practically raised me. So before I put anybody before somebody that practically raised me, I'm going to take care of my loved one first. So that was one of the reasons why I stopped dealing with this other lady. But I want y'all to know, like, I have a heart for people. I love people, and like I'm very, very, like, I'm so in love with black people, and I hate that most of the time our black people are the ones that like try to knock each other down, and it hurts so bad. But for some reason, like, I still have this heart to like help our black people. um Another thing, um y'all never seen me hang, well, like, y'all stop seeing me showing up with Dr. Candace. I was a member of Rainbow Push Coalition under the leadership of Reverend Jesse Jackson. And I was out in the Houston area with Dr. Candace. And a while back, I had shared a flyer about a young lady. She was called a nigger at school, and I wanted to bring awareness to the case. Well, I asked Dr. Candace if for her to let me know when they were going to go out to the school so I can go there and support as well. Well, Dr. Candace decided to tell the mother of the young lady that got in a fight, got kicked out of school, um, that I said I spoke with the mother. I never did that. It hurted me so bad because I respected this woman, and like I had this woman back. I was always on her side. I tried to show up to everything that she had going on. So that right there was like one of the things that bothered me. Like, one thing I hate is like for people to lie on me, especially whenever I'm pure in heart about whatever I'm doing. And I think that's why I'm so real. Like, I don't have time for fakeness. But when this woman lied on me, I swear, y'all, I was so angry. I actually called Marquel, and like I'm on the phone with him, I'm talking to him, and I'm crying, I'm frustrated, I'm upset, I'm angry. Like, literally, y'all, I really wanted to whoop this lady, you know what? And I had to remember who I was, because I come so far and I'm not trying to go back to where I was. Um, so I ended up telling another young lady, Arnetta, who I thought her and I was friends, about the situation with Dr. Candace. And Arnetta like really literally just betrayed me. I was like, God damn, like, they really got some fake people out here. Like they really got some sneaks out here. And being an activist is not easy. So like today with me and this podcast episode today is really to like share about who I am, the things that I've been through. And like if you don't really see me, it's because I don't want to be around certain people because I don't want to be around people that bring out the worst in me whenever I came from a place where I've had many struggles and I've been in situations to where I've lost my identity and many a times didn't know who I really was until now. So, yeah. Another situation, I went out to New York. I had spoken at Reverend Al Sharpton's conference that he had, and a young lady, I invited her to share a room with me, and she's a activist as well, Portia Miller. I didn't really know this woman, and had I would have known she was the type of person she was, I would have never invited her to stay in my hotel room. I would have never shared, any of my time with her at all. And I know people probably wonder, well, what happened with, Selena and this lady, because mind you, she was just on, like I've shared pictures of me and her on social media briefly, and then the communication stopped. Well, I can remember Portia once saying something that was very offensive to me because I am a family member that has lost a loved one. And for her to make mention of people marching for the dead, that really did something to me. And then to actually accuse me of stealing a $10 pendant, girl, please, a $10 pendant, that bothered me as well. So, and I think she was kind of upset about the fact that um, one particular night when we were getting ready to go to a certain event for Reverend Al Sharpton, she well, her and I was standing in the lobby area. We were waiting to get in, and y'all, I had heels on. Y'all know, like sisters with heels on, standing up for a while, it like becomes very like hurtful, So my feet were hurting. So I got tired of like standing. So of course I was kind of complaining about the standing because we had stood for maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I'm just like ready to, get somewhere and sit down, get off of my feet. And I guess she was disturbed by that. But I say this to say, I say all this and bring up all these situations about Dr. Candace, Marquell, and Portia Miller. Like, my thing is, if you're an activist and if you're fighting for a cause or you're fighting for a family, like, I stand with you, but don't be hateful to me. Like, don't hate on me. Don't be hateful to me. Don't lie on me, because I got a problem with that, and I got feelings. And if you don't want nobody to hurt your feelings, please don't hurt mine, because like I can be ugly, I can curse your ass out, and we could take it to another level. And I don't want to go there. I have kids. I want to take care of my kids, and I don't want to be sitting in prison behind hurting somebody. Because whenever I say I'm on a front line for our people, like I'm really on the front line for our people. And if I live my life to a point where it's like I'm willing to stand for what I believe in, and like I'm at a place in my life, like, you know what, like I'm willing to die for what I believe in. So don't play with my intelligence or make me feel like, I'm nobody because of my aura and the way that people accept me, because I walk around with a smile. Like, this isn't easy, because like when Kawan was killed, it did something to me. Like, I was never able to grieve. And to have some people that have never lost a loved one and are using this platform here as a way to gain, I guess, money, publicity. Nah, it doesn't work like that with me, because I lost a loved one due to racism, to white supremacy. So I know how I feel. I don't have nothing to gain from this. Nothing. The only thing that I have to gain from this is seeing justice be served and seeing other family members and other families get justice. That's the only thing I have to gain from this. Like, me even setting up this little thing right here, like, nobody is giving me nothing. I'm not looking for nothing. It's in my heart to bring awareness to certain cases. And I don't mind speaking on certain cases whenever I know that, cases aren't being looked at, people are overlooking cases. Um, and that's that. So that's enough of talking about that. But I just want y'all to know, like, respect me and I'll respect you. I'm not fake. I'm not no hater. But don't cross me. Do not cross me, because I will curse you out, because I'm over that now. Like, yes, I love God, but I am sick of the shit with these people treating me a certain way, and then thinking that I'm supposed to accept it, and having these other families think that I'm just not supporting them. No, these conniving, lame ass activists that's hanging around with certain individuals and got these families thinking that they're all for them, when their asses out there really for gain and publicity, instead of actually supporting these families and being real and truthful with these families. And I'm over it. Like, I'm really over it. And the truth needs to be told, because I've carried this on my heart for some time, and now I'm sick of it. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm disturbed by it. It's just disgusting to me. Like, another thing, all these places that I've showed up at and all these families that I've supported, I came out of my pocket with. I've never asked no families for a dime. And still to this day, like, if anybody want to donate to my organization, cool, that's fine. But it's in my heart to help you, to serve you, to be a servant to you. And this is not something I asked for. Like, this is not this isn't something that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't ask for this. Like, I always wonder how people would say, whenever they have a call, and like, I never asked for this calling, or I never asked to do this. And I understand it now. Like, this isn't easy to be standing up for families who lost their loved ones, because I constantly relive it. And the hardest part for me was when Katrina out in Katrina Mateen out in Gulfport, Mississippi, when she lost her son. Like, that was the hardest for me, to see this woman grieve and hurt so painfully, and behind her son being killed uh, by a police officer that claimed that this child had a gun. And we all seen the first video that they put out. There was no gun. He was looking for the gun. There was never a gun. And then they plant this still picture and try to make it as if this child had a gun, when he didn't have a gun. He had a phone in his hand, and he looked like he had a bandana in the other hand. But of course, white people know how to make stories look good, and for the white people that's on here that, support and stand with black people, like, no offense, but, I'm unapologetic about what I say. Being a black woman, I'm pro-black, I'm forever black, and I'm unapologetically black. And that's that, and that's never going to change. I've never seen color until my first cousin was killed, and we still fighting for justice. I've never seen color until I realized that, media, white media, only show what they want people to see. They only put out there what they want people to hear. And black people go unnoticed as far as in their stories. Just like with the young lady, Cheryl Turner, her family wanting to, her twin sister wanted to know where her sister was, and reaching out to KLFY, which is a white media, and they failed them. They failed this young lady. They failed her family. They refused to actually help this woman out, and she was beheaded in 2020, in January of 2024. And here, maybe a month later, they find out that this young lady is beheaded. Come on now. It hurts. It hurts. So the reason for my podcast is to really bring awareness to missing people, and thank you, David. To bring awareness to missing Black, Brown, Native Americans, to bring awareness to Brown, Native Americans injustice stories. And like, this is my reason for speaking for our people. Y'all, I know my auntie probably see this, Miss Etha Lanita Hale, because I respect a lot of people, and like, even Miss Wanda Cooper, Miss Mona Harden, like, I respect y'all, and like, y'all never really hear me curse. So like, please forgive me, but I'm sick and I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of holding it in to protect and cover the people that mistreated me, behind showing up and being a voice for you all. Like, I'm straightforward. I'm an honest person. And I really, like, if you know me, you know who I am. Like, I really don't have to tell you who I am. And yes, you're welcome, Katrina Mateen. Justice for Jaheim McMillan. And I apologize about the people that has been mistreating you, that have been stealing money from you. And I pray that they be exposed. And if there's any way that I can help and bring awareness to it, I will, because there's no reason that anybody should be out there, activists should be out there stealing money from parents who have lost their kids due to anything, or lost their kids, period, stealing your money and out here supporting these other families like they're pure in heart. No, it's time out for that. Like, we done with that. Like, I know there's like major hire people platforms that don't really take the time out to look at your cases and speak on your cases. Well, I'm that one to speak on your case, bring attention and awareness to what's going on, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, and I don't care who feel what kind of way about it, because if you feel some type of way about it, then that lets you know you're doing something wrong and you need to convert and start doing right by these people, because they have hearts, they're still grieving. It takes a while to grieve. I've never had a chance to grieve. This is my grieving, my therapy, speaking for other families. Also, Rasheen Carter. So, y'all, just keep all these families in your prayers. And I'm sorry I came on late tonight. I was trying to figure out this thing of how to get all these cameras to start working. But I'm live on TikTok right now. I am live on Facebook, and I'm also on YouTube. The video on YouTube is probably going to be a little messed up because first time doing YouTube. But I want you all to know that I love y'all. If y'all ever have anything that y'all want to share, if y'all ever want to be a part of the podcast and want to share y'all story and let people know what's going on in your lives as far as in getting justice, let me know. Let me know. And you can visit me at www.purposeforthepeople.com, or you can send me an email at purposeforthepeople@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Facebook or Instagram. I do respond back. If you notice, like, a lot of these people, like Roland Martin, the Griot, like all these high up there podcasts, they don't really respond back. Oh, shout out to Dr. Umar, because he always respond back to me. And as soon as I let him know about Cheryl's case, he shared it right away. So shout out to Dr. Umar, because he's a big support to me, and I appreciate him for that. And that's it, y'all. Normally, whenever I come on, I'm gonna only try to come on for 30 minutes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I don't come on, then y'all know that sometime out of the week I will show up, because I do have a life outside of this. But I want y'all to know, with my time, I do give my time to families that are hurting, and I want y'all to know that I stand with y'all. I stand with y'all in solidarity, and it is not okay for activists to treat other activists wrong, ugly, and lie on other activists to gain publicity. And families are hurting. I am tired of it. I'm going to speak on it. I don't care how you feel about it. I'd rather speak on it than put my hands on you and be sitting in somebody's penitentiary. So I love y'all. See y'all soon. Tune in next time, okay?